Hello, everybody. See if I can get my mic situated. Can you guys hear me okay? Oh my gosh, you guys are like living your best lives in here, chatting it up. Hey, Ray. Hey, Tracy. We have rain here today. Sound is good. Thank you. Hey, Sandra. Oh my gosh, my friends. I just love it when my friends show up. We got Tracy. We got Ray. We got Sandra. Sandra, I was thinking about you the other day for some reason. What was it? I mean, I think about you periodically for no reason, but there was some specific thing that I was like, it'll come to me. Okay, here's what we're going to do today. We're going to use these products. We're going to use the Pinstripes and Polka Dots Harvest from Honeybee Stamps and the Homestead Harvest paper, either both or one or the other, or probably both. Anyway, we're using that. And guess what? I'm so organized. Yes, I am. I linked below the video to the supplies I'm using today. Yes, I did. I'm sorry about being so organized that you don't know what to do with me. I know. And then I didn't know which one of these I was going to use, so I think I linked to all of them. So this is the Homestead Harvest, Homestead Hues, and Homestead Hues Gems. These are the pearls and these are the gems. So those three. And then we have the new Gallery Wall Fall. So these, I've been wanting to use these and I just haven't gotten around to it, but I think they're going to be perfect for our project today. So this is the Gallery Wall, is these dies. So it's a whole bunch of dies that cut out like frames as obviously like a gallery wall, right? Sorry, my dogs are being noisy, kind of. So anyway, there's tons of these. Okay, you get the picture. So now I'm going to put them, well, I'm just going to pile them up at the corner here. So I'm going to use these to cut things out. And we're going to do a 3D project. But here's the beauty of the fact that I no longer sell products myself, and I no longer work with or for Stampin' Up. I still, though, have folks who do, know folks who do. And there's this lady named Angie Judah who is still a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You can check her blog out if you want. I printed everything in black and white. That's why you can't see the color here. But she provides what I used to provide, which are these free printouts on how to create different things. So I'm going to use hers for boxes. And then my friend Lisa, she's the one who I got the center pop-up card idea from that I did a few times back. So anyway, bottom line is I'm showing you these because I want to give these ladies credit. They are Stampin' Up! Folks. But I don't really know anybody outside of the Stampin' Up! World who does 3D or Funfold, to be honest with you. So I'm just kind of remaking some of their stuff because my website is now shut down. So I don't know if any of you have been to my website in the last 2 weeks, but I shut it down. And so I can't go there to source my own projects from over the 15 years that I was creating. So I'm going to do what everybody else does, and I'm going to go to my buddies' websites, and I'm going to grab their stuff and use it and share it with you and tell you about it. And if you want to go get it, you can get it yourself as well. So that's what we're doing. Okay. Also, the other person who does tons of 3D projects and is in Australia is my friend Tracy, who's joining us here today. The only thing is that Tracy is in Australia. So if you are a Stampin' Up! Person and you want to buy Stampin' Up!, you won't be able to buy it from her unless, of course, you're in the AUS, and then you can. Okay, so these are all the stamps from Honeybee. Hi, kiddo. It's okay. Do you need something? A mesh bag. It's above the washing machine. It is. Yeah, it's white. Like for stuff to put in to wash. Yeah. Yeah. Yep, no problem. Okay. So let me set these aside and we're gonna make this first box. I'm gonna try to follow these instructions. I know it's really sad actually, Tracy. It's been really, really hard for me to close my website down. So the reason I did it is because it cost me $50 a month just to have it sitting there. And if I'm not going to regularly post on it and keep up on it, then it's kind of one of those things like why. And it was full of links to the Creative Vault and to other places. And it was either spend hours and hours and hours revamping the website yet again, or just close it. So I closed it. It is archived for a year. So yeah, anyway, I don't want to talk about it too much because I'll start crying. It's actually been really hard for me. That's why I haven't talked about it until now, because I couldn't talk about it without crying. Because I mean, that's 15 years of really hard work, right? That's just gone now. But the truth is I'm no longer doing this as a business. And if I'm not going to spend time keeping up on it and maintaining it, then it's not right to just keep it up there and have people get frustrated. So, okay. So we need a 10.5 by 8.5. And then on the 10.5 side, we are going to score at 2.5. And I will link to all three of the people that I mentioned below the video today, so you can go to their sites if you want to see their stuff. 5, 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. I also want to thank Honeybee Stamps for sponsoring today's live. Super excited. I was able to work some stuff out with Honeybee. And so now instead of doing pre-recorded videos, I'll just do live videos on my channel that's dedicated just to Honeybee. Not all my lives will be dedicated just to Honeybee. I'll be doing some to Honeybee and some to other stuff. That's just whatever I want to do. Most of my products are Honeybee. I have other stuff too, but anyway. So, okay, so on the 10.5 side, I scored it 2.5, 5, 7.5, and 10. Then I turned the paper. The 8.5 side is at the top, and I'm scoring at 2, 4.5, and 6.5. So 2. Oh! Cripe on a cracker. Crap on a cracker. I'm doing a different color. Did you guys see me grab that before I saw myself do it? Okay, I got to cut this to 10.5. We appreciate you still doing videos and spending time with us, even though you're not. Yeah, I mean, I will say I make a little bit of money still. If you guys purchase products on Amazon, if you use any of my links that are below my video, they are affiliate links and I still earn money, but I just earn it at a hobby level. Like I'm not depending on it for my income. Okay, so I do. Also, when I say a video is sponsored by Honeybee, that means they're actually paying me to do the video. So basically, what has happened is this is now my little side hustle. So this is the money, whatever money I earn from doing this is what the money I get to use for my own hobby. That's how I have decided to look at it. So if I get money from this, I'm either going to, there's only two places it's going. Either I get to buy fun stuff for myself, or I put it towards something for my kiddo. Like if she needs, money to go to something or, that kind of thing. It's kind of like the extra fun money instead of it being like, oh gosh, we have to have this to survive. You know what I mean? So, um, so the pressure is off. I don't have to feel that pressure anymore. Do you guys need me to restate the measurements that I just did? Tell me if you do. Okay. Mark center of the 2 side flaps at 1 1/4. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so Angie does this really cool thing where she creates like a whole diagram for you. And so that helps you know what to do. So, now I got to figure out, I got to tilt it towards the light enough. Can't see very good. What sides should I be cutting? Dun, 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 dun. I'm trying to figure out how this goes together. By like looking up. Okay, here's my 2 flappies. So this whole piece needs to be cut away. So I'm going to use, let me get my Big Daddy scissors. Serious scissors. These guys. I have these guys from Spellbinders. These are the best scissors in the whole freaking world. Okay, so these ones and these ones beat out any other scissors I have, and here's why. They're non-stick. So it's like having a non-stick frying pan, but you have non-stick scissors. So when you use adhesives and stuff, it doesn't gunk up and get all nasty on these. I love them. Okay, so let's cut away. We're going to cut away on this score line just to the last score line here, and then cut down. Good grief, it's dark in here. I have another light I can turn on, but I'm afraid it's going to put a bunch of shadows on this thing. Let me see what you guys think. I need to look and see what it'll be like. Is that too much light? Let me see. Ooh, yeah. See all those shadows? Yuck. Let's see. What if we shut this one off? That helps me see a lot better, but then. Yep, no, that's not going to work. Okay, let me shut that back off. Okay, I'll suffer. I'll suffer so you don't have to. Wow, hi Benita, 1 a.m. I feel like I need to whisper. I feel like I need to whisper so it's quiet for you. And then I'm going to cut away this tab down here. Okay, now on these 2 scored squares, we need to put a tick at the 1 1/4 mark, she says. Let's see if we can do it. Where's my dang rulers? Here we go. Oh, I don't know. Hold on a second. Hold, please. There we go. Oops. All right. Can you guys still see it if I pull it towards me a little more? Sorry, I just can't. So there's 1 1/4 on that one. And then 1.25 on this one. Okay. And then we have to score. From the tick mark to the corner, which I don't even know if I can see this. This is so bad. You know what? I'm going to put a little dot on the corner so that I can line it up easier. You're from the future. Oh my gosh, that's funny, Benita. How is it? How's tomorrow going to be? How's the middle of the night going to be? Okay, there we go. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. All right. So I'm going to score. Seems pretty good. And then I'm going to do another one. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing on this one. So the reason I'm making these is because I wanted to make little goodie boxes for let's see. So now I think I need to fold it this way. Full disclaimer, I didn't like watch Angie's video or anything. So I'm just now realizing I need to cut right there probably. I just went for it. Oh yeah, I need to cut down here too on these tabs because these will all fold together. I just have done paper crafting long enough, including 3D paper crafting. I kind of pretty much know. Sorry guys, I have to take this off screen so I can see it. The light in here is really horrible. I know it looks fine for you on your screen, but it's so bad because it's all raining and cloudy here. Okay. All right, so here's how it should look. Hey, Brian. Welcome. Okay. All right, so here's how this is going to go together. So anyway, yeah, I've done this for so long that I kind of just know how this is going to go together. And I could sit down and like create my own box dimensions, and I've done that a million times. But for today, I was like, I'm going to make it easy on myself. That's one thing I love about the card making world is copy and share everything is the motto. However, if you are going to copy somebody's work and you are like on YouTube or a blog or whatever, you really, really, really should give them credit. It's not ethical if you don't. So, like it wouldn't be right for me to go live and make this and pretend like I came up with the entire, all these dimensions. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm gonna notch these in really quick. It doesn't say to do that, or it might say to do that. I haven't even read all the instructions. See, look at, okay, see how this is sticky? Watch, I can pull it off and none of it stays on my scissors. Wonderful. You guys want me to link to these scissors? I just realized I didn't link to them. Ooh. Yay, Pacific Northwest, getting a little sunshine. That almost never happens in your neck of the woods, especially this time of year, right? Just rains for days on end. Okay, we're going to seal that. And remember, we folded on these score lines earlier. Did we? Did I not score this enough? Oh, well, it's going to be fine. Yep. Okay. And then down here, we're going to, okay, so I have a thing about the way I like to fold the bottom of a box. Let me show you. Okay, I'll link to the scissors in just a second. So the way I like to fold the bottom of a box is you've got the 4 flaps. This is the front of my box. Okay, this is going to come over the top and close. So I want the seam on the front of my box to look the nicest. So I take the back flap and fold it in first. Then I fold the other 2 flaps over on top of them. And then this fold gets folded over last. Now, the reason I do it that way, I actually think, did I do this upside down? Did I do this whole box upside down? Is this supposed to be the top? Yep, I did this wrong. Did I? Maybe I didn't. I don't know. Let me look. Yeah, I did. I feel like I did this wrong. I feel like these measurements are not right. Yep, they're wrong. I think this is supposed to be the top. What did I do wrong? Interesting. Because this wouldn't fold. How did I do this wrong? I mean, I think we're still going to just go for it, but let's make another one and see if we can do it right. Okay. And here I was like, oh, I just know because I've done paper crafting for so long. I didn't need to watch the video. Shut up, Wendy. Shut your freaking mouth. Okay. Do-do-do. A broken clock is right twice a day. You know what I'm saying? Okay. We're still just going to go for it because why not? It's still going to quasi work, but I think I know what I did wrong. I used to follow the Rainy Country channel that's in your area. Oh. Okay. So this is still cute. The box itself, right? It's still cute. The reason I knew it wasn't right is because this flap should come down to here. So let's do another one. Let's do it in a different color. Just because. And let's try it again. And I'll figure out what I did wrong as I'm doing it. Because I need 12 of these. Did I ever finish telling you why I was making these? Harvest gift for my fellow employees, my coworkers. I have coworkers now, guys. Isn't that fun? Okay. Cardstock base is 10.5 by 8.5. So we're going to cut this off 1/2 inch. See, the beauty of this is you get to learn from my mistake. Okay, on the 10.5 side, that's the long side. We're going to score at 2.5. I probably just scored wrong or something. 5. And 7.5. No, 7.5 and 10. 7.5. Colleagues. Okay. Colleagues, coworkers, whatever. Potato. Score on the 8.5 side at 2, 4.5, and 6.5. Okay, 2. My girl Sandra, who's on here, also is still with Stampin' It, but I don't think she does any classes or anything anymore. Do you, Sandra? You're kind of just doing your own deal now. So 2. Did I score at 2 or 2.5? I scored at 2. Okay. 4.5. You can tell when you're not the person who designed something because then you no classes. I didn't think so. 4.5 and 6.5. Okay, now here's what I think I did wrong. This is interesting. So if you cut away, make center, mark center. Okay, so let's see. All right, so now that I'm re-looking at this, this is the part of the box that's the big part. So this should be the top. Wait a minute. This is so freaking weird. So this would be the bottom. Why do I have so much extra? Oh, so this would get cut away. But if I do it this way, okay, this is where it's, okay, I figured it out. Okay, so there's one area, let me show you. So in between these two score marks, can you guys see this? This is the bigger area here. So if this is weird, stay with me. This is your adhesive tabs. That's how I know where I need to fold, okay? If you have your paper this way, it's wrong. It ends up being like this. If you have your paper this way, it's correct. So the two smaller blocks at the top, the bigger block, and then the smaller block. Okay. So we're going to fold now because it'll just make it easier for me and you to see everything if I fold on the score lines. Okay. So now I see. So now we're going to cut away this top piece here. It was just, I didn't score anything wrong. It was just the orientation that I had my paper that was the problem. You'll see. So yeah, paper orientation makes a diff. Sometimes. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Okay. And then we're going to cut these guys away. And this guy. Okay. And then we're going to cut all these in at the bottom. Okay. Now we got to make our little marks. Are we having fun yet? Sandra, no classes. Sandra, what are you up to, girl? This is where sometimes I wish we could just like be in a Zoom so that we could all be chatting with each other. I used to do that in my creative vault. I usually only had like 3 people show up, but it was fun. Right this minute, she's making cards. I should have known. I should have guessed it. Who are you making cards for, Sandra? I bet you, before she answers in the chat, I bet you it's something for like church or something like that. Because Sandra is like the best. She does all kinds of stuff. And she works at her church now. Oh my God, you guys, I feel like I don't know how much longer I can do this because I can't see. Hold on a second. Let me see if I can remedy this by moving a light closer. Because my goodness, this is just not. I don't know that that's any better. Do any of you watch Dancing with the Stars? I cannot freaking see this dot. There we go. Okay. I'm making these to sell at the post office. Oh, yeah, I forgot you do that. That's so fun. She does make a lot of cards for church, too. She's earning extra brownie points with the big guy. The man upstairs. Okay. All right. So now I'm going to fold on these score lines. And I'm folding so that they'll fold in. So they're being folded the opposite direction of the other stuff. All right. Now oh gosh. You know, postal people, it is really hard to find really good postal people. I mean, I was so blessed when I was running my business. I had, well, when I first started my business, I had this one lady who was the postmaster, and boy, she was a turd. Whoo-wee, she needed some Jesus bad. And then I made it my life's mission to win this woman over. Like I was determined to make my life easier by winning her over. And I did it. By the time she retired, she was buying my kid freaking birthday gifts and stuff. I would bring her little gifts. I would make her stuff like this, and I would bring her little gifts, and I was so nice to her and friendly, even though I would think, oh, somebody has pissed in your cereal or something, lady. Like, she was just grouchy. Grouchy, grouchy, grouchy. Yep, that's how this box is supposed to look. Okay, there it is. Ta-da. Not like this. Okay. Anyway, yeah, she just was awful. And I just became my mission to make her smile when I would go in there. And I did have a friend who will remain nameless, who would be like, I'm not doing that. I'm screw them. Like, they're not they're not nice, blah blah blah. I'm not going to be nice. And I don't know. I just have this thing when people are nasty, it's almost like I'm going to win you over if it's the last thing I do. So by the end, she was really awesome to me. Not even the end. I mean, probably maybe a year in, she was awesome. And I got special treatment and she would do extra things for me. And I was like, yep, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. You just got to be so nice. They can't help themselves but to be nice back. And then after that, there were two ladies at the post office, the new postmaster and her helper, who were awesome. And I got really close to both of them. One of them I'm still really good friends with. The other one has decided she hates me because I'm the mayor and she is convinced that I'm like doing shady things, which I'm like, okay, because I have time in my life for that. So I don't get it. I don't understand it. But yeah, she's decided I'm a horrible person, which breaks my heart because I literally never had a single problem with the woman. And am really surprised that she has decided in her head that I'm just a monster. So yeah, that's a real heartbreaker. But what are you gonna do? Yes, I'm the mayor. I am the mayor. I don't think I had told you guys that. Now that I just realized that I hadn't told you. Yeah, so I live in a really, really tiny rural city. And so it's not like being a mayor of some big city, just so you know. Like, I don't work full time as a mayor. I have, yeah, I have another job and do other things. But yes, I am the mayor. And yeah, it's amazing to me how many people think that you are trying to do something nefarious. And I'm like, why? Why would I be? To what? Technically we are a city, Sandra. We're the city of Plymouth. We are technically a city, but yes, you're right. It's more like a town. Okay. I'm looking at measurements real quick. So I need 3 2¼ by 2¼ Our county supervisors are full-time, which would be the same thing as a commissioner. Isn't this pretty? I'm going to use this. Well, first let's use this piece, shall we? What's this little piece too? Wonder how big this is. Let's measure it. I know. Why would I do this? Okay, so let me get back to that topic. And I'm not going to talk about this too much just because I don't know. I don't want to. But um it's funny to me that people think that you're out to do something shady because first of all, like to what gain? there are there's nothing there is no it's not like I'm trying to climb some political thing. I didn't even do this like for a political gain. I'm not a political person. I know that sounds weird saying that when you're a mayor, but like it's literally because I wanted to be more invested in our city and try to help solve some of the problems that we have. And I should have known that it was going to be like this. I really should have because they some of the same people tormented the past city council. So I should have known. Um but I went into it with a really open heart and open mind and really 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 was like I have some creative ideas and maybe I could do some good and help out and all of that. And literally it's just people are people are something. We'll leave it at that. Nasty, 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 nasty. And what's really really hard is when it's people that like you've known for many years and you've always proven yourself to be a good, honest, trustworthy person. Like I've never been a shady person. Like why would I start now? Hey baby, what are you doing? Welcome home. I'm crafting with my friends. Um I put a bowl, I poured some of that lamb stew out and put a bowl for you on the bottom shelf in the fridge. I'll be in a little bit. You want to watch something tonight? Okay.
I'm gonna have to put wire up around all the fence again, I guess.
No, I just won't let them out anymore.
They're out.
I know. To be honest, I kind of forgot that they could do that. And when I came home and saw them, I was like, oh crap. So I won't let them out anymore. Sorry. My husband just got home from work. He worked all day. So, okay, let's see. I got to read your guys' comments. Why would I do shady stuff? Exactly. That is true. I will say, Oregon Duck fan. She says, probably because many before you were, so the public is now naturally cynical. The only thing I'm going to say to that is I think that most people that go into small town politics is because they're trying to do it for the greater good. They're not trying to do it to like do something nefarious. First of all, we don't really have there's nothing in our town to do anything nefarious over. Like why? Why would I understand in like maybe in a big city where you could gain something politically or financially or like if my house was next door to something where I was like, "Ooh, if I get this thing in my town, I'm going to make all this money." Okay. Fine. I could understand that. Literally, we have nothing like that. So, there's nothing to gain. There is nothing. So, it's purely putting yourself through stress because you're trying to be helpful and then you're just met with like nastiness. Anyway, so I would say, if I'm being honest, probably most people going into this in a small town like ours, their heart's in the right place and they're doing it for the right reasons. Do I make all the right decisions? Hell no. Do I say all the right things? Definitely no. Do I make mistakes and missteps? Yes, but there's this whole group of people that just almost like prey on you and wait for you to like say the wrong thing or do the wrong thing or perceive that you've done the wrong thing. And then they go to Facebook and they make fun of you, they call you names. It's not fun. I'm going to tell you that right now. So it's been rough. And it's only a handful of people that make it that way, right? Because the rest of the people, I think for the most part, are like, you're trying to do good, you're trying to do the right thing. They see you making like positive, showing up and trying. And it's thankless is the bottom line. It's thankless. And here's the funniest part. I gave up the small little salary I got. I wrote a letter to the city telling them to keep it because our city is in financial hardship. So I don't even take a salary at all. It's just unbelievable that people can be so harsh and mean and nasty. Anyways, I digress. That's not what our time here together for. Yes, it was Kevin, Sandra, that came in. You are so right, Diana. People just have to complain. Yeah, you're right. When everyone knows everyone, it makes it way worse. For sure. Everybody knows your business. You know everybody's business. It's hard. Yeah, you can't put comments on our city website, but they do it on there's an entire Facebook group dedicated to just ripping us a new a-hole. I'm not joking either. Like, I'm not being facetious here. I'm being very serious. There's a whole Facebook group dedicated to it. I'm not on it anymore. I used to be on it because they added me to it a long time ago before I was even in any sort of a council position or anything. And I left it because I was like, I can't do this. But anyway, okay, let's change the subject because I don't want to talk about that because it upsets me and makes me sad and I want us to have fun. Okay, so I need some sort of closure mechanism for this, but look how freaking cute this is. Is this not the cutest? I think I have Velcro. Hold on, let me look. I'm pretty sure I have Velcro. Where did I put it? I know I have Velcro. I have to look through a couple boxes. Hold on. I have like those little not in there, adhesive Velcro adhesive thingies. Where is that at? I know it's in a really obscure place because I remember seeing it and being like, huh, I didn't know I had that. And now I can't find it. My craft room isn't that big, so I should be able to find it in a second here. There it is. Found it. Okay. These are pretty big, but I think I'm going to use them anyway. No, I'm not going to make 12 of these ones, Sandra. I'm going to make some other ones too that are different because my attention span won't last long enough to make 12 of these. You're right, Rosemary. You are so right. Okay, so these, I've had these. There's 200 of these. I've had them forever. So I'm just going to put it right here in the middle. Let's see if this works. we're going to hold it there to see if I can. It's kind of humid here because it's been raining. So I can tell, like, touching my paper that it has that feel, you know? So I'm just going to hold this for a second. Okay, what else should we talk about? Because I don't want to talk about that anymore. Ugh. I had a lovely day today. I went and met my aunt and my little cousins. Oh, look at that. I kind of want to make another one of these now. Should we make one more of these or make a different one and then come back and make more of these? I think I'm just going to throw this one in the trash because it's stupid. Oh, I totally forgot to show you guys this. Look at what Tracy sent me. Ta-da! Little Tracy Bish. She made me this card. No tricks, all treats. Very cute. And this is the back. And then this one I got from my friend Renee's daughter. She had a something. What did she have? School fundraiser. And I donated a little bit of money. I think I donated $20 or something. And she mailed me this from Washington. Isn't that pretty? You guys see her on here, Renee Ailing. Ooh, good question, Tracy. I think I'm going to fill it with candy. Okay, now I have another one I printed off that I thought we could make. So maybe if we made 6 of each. Okay, so this one is 11 by 7.5. So let's do these, all these old cards. I grabbed a bunch of old cardstocks from my stash. These are all Stampin' Up. But because I've got tons of solid cardstock from SU that I never got rid of because I just couldn't do it. And why not just use it up, especially now because I'm just hobbying this. But if you don't have good quality solid cardstock and you don't want to buy it from Stampin' Up for some reason, they have great cardstock at Spellbinders, which I linked to below the video. And Concord and Night also has great cardstock. Okay, so 11 by 7.5. And we're going to score on the 11-inch side at 1 3/4. 2.5. 5 1/4. Isn't this a pretty yellow? 6 3/4. I don't remember what it is. I don't know the names of any of the colors. I'm using the solids. Well, I think the last one was Cajun Craze. 9.5. And 10 1/4. It did arrive, Tracy, and I loved it. Made me very happy. Okay, now we're going to score at 3/8 of an inch. Ugh, that's a horrible measurement. 3/8 of an inch. I'm going to do it this way, and then I'm going to flip it over. 3/8. 1 1/8. 1 7/8. And I'm sorry if you're in another country that, everywhere else in the freaking world does metric. What did I just do? 1 7/8. 5 5/8. 6 3/8. Oh, damn. That's going to be tough. So That's 6. One, 2, 3. I think it's going to be right here. 6 3/8. Is that what it said? 1, 2, 3. I think 6 3/8. It's hard to see on this. We're gonna find out. Let's hope it's right. And 7 1/8. Do you like Spellbinder's paper cutter score? It's the same. It's the same one. It's no different. It's made by the same exact company. So yes, I like it. Yeah, so Stampin' Up just partnered with whoever create the manufacturer of these, which I don't know who it is, but it's literally exactly the same. Okay, so now what do I do? Oh, here we go. Oh, this one's kind of complicated. Ugh. Okay. Okay, I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. I can do it. So this is top and bottom. So I need to cut all this away up here. Where's my scissors? Where's my big boys? There they are. Okay, so I need to cut away all of this. Okay, I know this is going to sound insane when I tell you this, but it has gotten darker outside, and so now it's easier to see in here. Isn't that weird? Okay, so there's that. All right, and then we need to cut away all of this. Ooh, I'm nervous. Right? Yeah, all of this. My coworkers better love me. And then this little guy over here has to go. And then same thing on this side. Okay, and then same thing right here. Maybe when we do our Christmas 3D stuff, I'll use one of Tracy's little. Okay, this is going to have adhesive, so I'm going to corner this. Boom, boom. 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 All right, so here's what it looks like. I know you guys are talking about the Spellbinder. Let me add them right now while we're talking. Because I can do that. Okay, there are the little ones. Let me go here. So that way when you go to the supply list link, they'll be there. Okay. even though they're spellbinders, Honeybee sells them. So the cool thing about Honeybee is they actually sell a lot of products that are not like their products. They commission, are they commission with? How does that? They wholesale with other companies, and Spellbinders is one of the companies. So they actually have a lot of Spellbinders products on their website, which I love. Because then you're only going to one site to purchase, you know what I'm saying? Very handy. Add. Okay, done. I added them. Yay. So they're there now. So you're purchasing them from Honeybee, but they are Spellbinders. That way everything's from one spot in case you purchase any of the stuff you see here today. Okay, now this needs to be cut. So we're going to cut here. And we're going to cut here. And then these corners are rounded. This is the little Spellbinders corner rounder. I think this one's on the Honeybee website too. I can add it if you need one. Okay, now we got to put this bad boy together. Let's see. Let's see if I'm going to be able to do it. I think I can. Okay. So this folds in, out, and in. And this folds up. And I'm assuming adheres there. No. Okay, hold on. I'm figuring it out. Remember, I didn't watch any videos because I think I'm too cool for that. Why is this one so much longer than this one? What in the hell did I do here? Oh, you know what? Because it's that stupid 6 3/8 inch measurement. Remember, I told you. Damn it. Okay, I'm going to try to fix this. Hold on. You can't really see it on that trimmer. That makes me mad. Okay. So this is 7/8. So this should be scored. Should also, let's see, how big is this one? Is this 7/8? Yep, 7/8. Okay, so this also needs to be scored at 7/8 then. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to go here. How can I do this? Think, Wendy, think. Nope, I need it to be this way. Well, it needs to be scored right there. But, okay, let's try it. Can I do it here? I'm doing it down near me so I can see it better. Okay. So what I did is I scored it in. So that allows me to cut this off here. And then if I can do a little surgery here and get this to fold at this other score line I just made. I think I can salvage this. And now I know I gotta like mark that score line versus trying to use that trimmer. That hinge is right at the 6. Anyway, we don't need to discuss it. Okay. That almost makes it right. It's still too big. What if I just cut it off? Who cares? It doesn't even need these. I don't think. It probably does need them, but we're just going to do it. Okay. So I think I might be able to get this to look somewhat okay. It's still not right. But I'm going to go for it and assemble it anyway, because that's how I do. So Spellbinder scissors on sale. Who? Honeybee? I don't think so. I don't know if they're on sale anywhere right now. Oh, well, I didn't do it in the right spot, Tracy. I did not. Oh, well. It's okay. You know what? The people I work with are going to care less. They probably have never had anybody make them a handmade paper anything. So let's see. Now, how do I adhere this? We're just going to do it like this. Boop. Boop. De-doop. Yeah, candy's not going to fall out of the bottom of here. It'll be fine. Yep, see? It's going to be totally fine. Oh, I think this tucks in. Does this tuck in? No. Does it tuck in this way? Why do we even have this flap? What's happening? It does show the flap coming out of the box. But I'm not sure why we have it. There you go. Look. Super cute. Maybe it's so to help hold the box up. I don't know. Okay, it does make it feel more sturdy if you do that. So like if you fold it up and just tuck it in, and then when you open it, it like opens like this. But I don't think this piece is necessary. You probably could just cut this off if you wanted to. Or it might, I think actually it folds over and tucks in. Yep, that's how it's supposed to go. So I'm going to actually go like this because it'll make it tuck in easier. So this piece folds over and tucks in, and then this piece folds down. That's cute, right? So cute. Okay, let's put some paper on it. And then we're probably going to be done. And then I have to make a bunch of these. Who's calling me? Where's my phone? Oh, my mother. We'll answer it later. We'll let it go to voicemail. Okay. So we're going to cut our paper at, we need one that's 1.5 by 3.5. So we need 3.5. This is kind of directional. So I'm going to cut it first at 3.5. And then we need one at 1.5, 2.5, and 5 and an, or not 5 and an eighth, 5/8. Okay. Oh, that was silly. Okay, let's do it. Let's glue it on. This piece needs the rounder. I am making it work, aren't I, Tracy? It's okay. Okay. You know what else I still have to finish that I haven't finished? All those thank you cards that my kid was supposed to mail out. Never finished them. So, you know, what I need is like, well, tomorrow. Tomorrow I am going to work on those and I'm going to work on these and I'm not going to go live with my, what the hell? Grr. Okay. Let me just measure this. It's because the measurement's slightly off, isn't it? Yes. So the whole width is 3.5. So I'm going to, so I'm going to do 3.25 and see. Okay, that works. Maybe Angie's were wrong. Her measurements on this one. I don't know. Okay. And then 2.5. No. 1.5 is what I need. Isn't this paper pretty? I love this paper. Okay, what are you guys doing tomorrow? What's your Monday looking like? I think that I'm gonna go live tomorrow. I don't know what time. Just gonna, ow, oh, I just scratched myself. I don't know what time I'm gonna go live, but I think I'm gonna go live and just show you my planner stuff. I don't think I'm gonna craft because I am gonna try to spend a bunch of time crafting tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to catch up on all my loose ends, like those thank you cards that I did a bunch of die cutting for that I never finished, and these little projects for my work. And then I gotta still stamp and show you. Ooh, Miss Deborah's here. I didn't even see you come in the chat, Miss Deborah. Have you been here the whole time? Miss Deborah's cleaning the house tomorrow. That sounds horrible. I am going to meal prep tomorrow for sure. That's on my list. Also, I generally plan way too many things and think I'm going to be able to do them all and can't get them all accomplished. So there's that. So we'll see what actually happens tomorrow. I do have all of my stuff cut for my thank you cards though. Yay, Julie. That's so fun. Oh, Sandra, if you're still here, can you email me Amanda's address, please? Please, please, please. It's been on my heart to send her a card, so I need to do that. Okay. So Velcro. Yep. Velcroed. How freaking cute. Uh-oh. Not sticking right there. Oh, I'll try to. What time would be good for you, Tree? Well, I'm not even gonna ask because it'll just totally depend. Look how cute these are. Okay, let's do a little stamping and then I gotta run so that I can go see my husband who has worked. He worked half a day yesterday and then he worked all day today and he was originally supposed to be off tomorrow because he's off work every other Monday because he works 9-hour days, so he gets every other Monday off. But he had to he has to work tomorrow too, so he basically will, and then he's working all weekend next weekend, so I think he's going to work like 21 days straight or some crazy asinine thing that I could never do because I do not have nearly as much, like, whatever that thing is, dedication, is that the word? I don't know. He's just incredible. Okay, it'll probably be afternoon, evening when I go live, just so you guys know my time. Maybe, I don't know. Ugh. Maybe it's just gonna depend. And then, of course, you know me. There's a chance it won't even happen. So, story of my life. All right. So I need my Misty, and let's grab like maybe just a cute little pumpkin scene. That's pretty cute, right? How do I want to do this? So this is gonna cut a frame, right? Or is it gonna just emboss? No, this is gonna cut. This will emboss. Trying to decide what I want to do here. Sorry, people. Give me a second. So, buttons. Okay, I gotta run these. I gotta run these through the machine so I can see what they do. Because my brain can't fully get it for some reason. Okay, let's see what these do. Are they just both gonna emboss and cut? Or so sometimes I just have to like practice. Hi, Norma. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate you. What would be perfect for you, Trace, if I go in the evening? Ouch. It's just here's why I'm having like a dilemma on making a commitment. Okay, so this just cut out whole frames. Okay. So the reason is because I'm thinking about my card and trying to talk to you, and we all know how that goes. Because see the way you're, okay, I know what's happening. Okay, got it. My brain just clicked in. Welcome to the party, Wendy. Welcome to the party. Okay, got it. So what we're going to do is we are going to stamp this one. And should we just do like a little cute pumpkin on this one? This one, maybe? That's cute. Let's do these two. Okay. Now we're cooking with peanut oil. Now I got it. Now I got it. Now I got it. Because these also have a die cut. You'll see. You're going to see what I'm talking about. Okay. So back to what I was saying. I don't know what I was saying. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah. The reason I'm like not super committed to going live in the evening and just fitting it in wherever I can is because I really, really, really need to like meal prep tomorrow. And I don't exactly know when that's going to happen. Also, Tina's coming over in the morning and like mid morning. And we're going to do some like crafting and planning and different stuff like that. Just some fun, like just sitting and having coffee and doing it together to just be in a room with somebody else who's crafting, I guess. So I might go live while she's here or not. It'll just depend on our mood, her mood, like if she wants to do that. Because she's like the planner guru. And but then maybe not. So I don't know. So that's why I'm like non-committal. Okay. Now what I'm gonna do is now I can take these and see. Yep. Okay. So this one I'm gonna cut out of. Oh, do I have a scrap? I don't have a scrap that doesn't have score lines. So I'll just grab a piece over here. This is going to be so cute. And I'm going to grab some foam tape, like sheet. Okay. This is the best part of this whole thing. Is going to be so fun. Stick with me. Okay. So I've got foam sheets here. Have stuff all over the floor. So I'm going to do this. No, do not pull my nail polish off. I will have an epic cow. Okay. And then I'm going to use these guys to cut this out. So now I've got a piece of cardstock with foam adhesive on it. Okay. Now I'm going to take this and run it through my die cut machine and pray to the Heavenly Father himself that this cuts all the way through my foam adhesive sheet. Okay, I'm going to run it through again because I do not trust one cut. Uh-oh. Oh, you have to hold it. Okay, it went through 3 times. Did it cut all the way? I think it did. Yep, it did. Okay, so check this out. So now we've got adhesive on both sides of this little teeny tiny thingy. And we can just put this on here just like so, like that. Oh my word, so cute. Isn't that cute? And then we can color a punky. Punky dunky. So I'm going to use YR04, YR09, Y19, which I can't find. Okay, we'll use Y18 then. Oh no, there's Y19. Perfect. Y15. I'm going to hit this with the heat tool. Like I said, there's a little bit of humidity. It's just enough to where I feel like I need to, because I stamped these 3 times. So when you stamp 3 times, you're layering up that ink and it can be a little smudgy. I don't want that. Okay, so I'm going to start with my YR0. I've mixed up my lids. Again, par for the course with me. So YR04. So I'm going to start with my YR09. Yep. And I'm going to go in to the inside where the 2 humps meet. So like, it would be darker there. It would be darker. Okay, so that. And that. This is YR04. Oh, see, I can see that black is smearing a little with the lighter colors. Y19. And last but not least, Y15. Now, I wanted this pumpkin to be a little more on the yellow side because my box is a little more yellow. So that's what I was going for. So that worked out great. So on this pumpkin, on these pumpkins, let's see, go ahead and do 09 on this one. 04. So I want this one to appear a little darker orange. So I'm leaving less highlight for the dark yellow. Okay. And then I'm going to do some greenery in a couple different colors. And I'm going to have a blue pumpkin. And I'm actually not even really paying attention to where I'm coloring these, the green. I'm just kind of like, as you can see, like dabbing here and there. And then I'm going to come in with like a YR14. Because they would fall leaves are like kind of different colors. And then I'm going to come in with like a more yellow. So we'll go like Y35. Oh, God bless my husband. He's taking the garbage out. I meant to do that for him earlier today, but I forgot. I'm really, something. I'm something. BG09. So BG7578. Let's do that and see how it looks. So I'm doing this because this box has like the kind of bluey colors in it, you know? So I'm like, oh yeah, let's make one of these pumpkins kind of a bluish, grayish, greenish tone. So that was BG 78 and 75. And I'm pretty sure I have a BG 72. I thought I did anyway. Do I not? Pray tell. What is this? BV. Shoot. BG 96 and 99. 93. Shoot. What am I going to use? I need one more color that's light. I thought I had a BG 72. Well, crap. Oh, I do. I found it. Yay. Yay, yay, yay. Okay, and then this little humdinger, I think I'm going to go for like, shoot. You know how gourds are almost a fleshy color? What if I try to like kind of do a fleshy tone? If it's horrible, tell me, okay? Because we could glaze over it. So this is E35. But this one reminds me of like a gourd. And I feel like a lot of gourds are like fleshy. That's the only word I can think of to describe it. How does that look? Is that weird? I think it kind of looks good. Do want to put some green up here in this pumpkin. Okay, now let's die cut these. Doo-doo-doo. Okay, I need my... I'm curious. Do you guys prefer a YouTube live or do you prefer pre-recorded videos? It doesn't really matter for me. Like all I can do right now is YouTube lives. I can't do pre-recordeds. But I'm curious just out of pure curiosity. I would love to know. Thanks, Trace. Live. 2 votes for a live. I still have to show you my little haul. It is a planner haul, but I figure you guys don't care. You want to see it anyway. Okay. Look how cute. Why doesn't it fit? I don't like it. I think it's because of the white. I think we have to fussy cut it. Aw, thanks, Trace. Aw, thanks, Ray. Okay, let's fussy cut this. You guys are like, you got to be kidding. Now we have to watch you fussy cut something. So I think I was telling you earlier and never finished. I went to lunch today with my aunt and my cousins that are in their 20s, and we had so much fun. My daughter went too. We ate at a nice place, and then we went and did a little shopping. I found a sweater, which was really cute for work. That is one thing. Ooh, y'all, working back in an office where I have to like go somewhere, the clothing situation, not ideal. Like, I really feel like I need wardrobe. um, I just don't feel like I have enough clothes. I feel like I rewear the exact same thing every week because I've never been a clothes person. Now, what do we think? Now I almost feel like it gets lost. It's going to get popped up. Let me hold on. Are we overthinking? Yeah, because this stupid thing's probably going to end up in a garbage can. So I don't know why we're stressed. I'm going around the edges of it right now to make it black. Pop it up on the yellow. Oh, like put this in there and then pop it up, or leave this out and pop it up, or you're saying put it here. Okay. So I need you guys to vote. So put the circle in and put this on, or circle out and pumpkin in. Leave out and pop up. Okay, hold on. Let me put a pop up on it and see how that looks. Ooh. Okay, here's the pop up. Here it is with it popped up. It's not much better. It does kind of get lost, I feel like. Doesn't it? Or maybe no. Maybe that's me. Oop, I hear my husband cussing about something. Okay, you guys like it better with this out. Okay, we're just going to commit because life's short. Okay, it's not my favorite. I'm just going to tell you it's not my favorite, but that's okay. That's it. I was going to add a word, but I'm not. Okay, so that one's done. So this one, we could either put it here or here. And I don't know that it even needs, yeah, this frame is not big enough. So if I did this one, I probably would do it here and add a word. And then what do you think? Just leave it, pop it up, and just pop it up right here? I'm not going to fussy cut this. I think the white actually helps. These little frames are cute though, huh? So this is it popped up. And then we could add a word. Eh. Can you believe it's been well over a year since I left Stampin' Up and I still have dimensionals? A lot of them. Tell me you're hoarding without telling me you're hoarding. Also, can you believe it's been over a year since I left Stampin' Up? Is that insane? A year has gone by so fast. Okay. There we go. I might add a word to this, or maybe I'll add a sentiment here or something. I don't know. I'm not going to do it right now, though, because I think my hubby's frustrated with something, either that he can't find or he needs help with, and I need to get off the phone, is what that boils down to. So I'm going to go so I can be a supportive wife and help him with whatever it is he needs help with. All right. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day and night, and I hope your week starts amazing. And thanks for hanging out with me while we made these. I'll talk to you guys again really soon. Hugs, hugs. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.